Let's just make one. So let's stick to our C minor chord here. So that's going to put an E in the bass. Oops. There we go. So let's just fill out the chord really quick. So we have an E, C, and a G. Okay, so what are we going to do next? The rule says in first position you can double any chord member as long as it's not a tendency tone. So as long as it's not a leading tone or it has an accidental or something like that on it. Doubling whatever is in the soprano is generally a good idea. So since I have nothing left to do here except the soprano, let's put a C here. Because now what I've done is I have whatever's in the soprano here is doubled. And that's not a really strict rule that you have to double the soprano if we're in first position. First inversion, you can kind of get away with doubling anything as long as it makes sense with voice leading, which we'll talk more about later. So this case works. I have E, C, G, C. I have the root doubled in this case. Okay, if we're in second position, meaning the fifth is in the bass, let's just do that and see if that works. The rule here for second position is double the bass. Double whatever's in the bass, and if we're in second position, or second inversion, it's going to be the fifth. So we're going to double the fifth. So here's the bass note. So what I have here is I have the root doubled. That doesn't work well. We want to double the fifth because we're in second inversion. So I need to find something that I can move to a G. Probably the best way to do it would be that. Now I have two G's, two of the fifth, which is what I want to do in second inversion. So those are our main rules. If you're doing like a diminished triad, normally you would double the bass. In a diminished triad, you would normally double whatever you have in the bass note, which is usually the third, but we'll talk more about that later because I think diminished triads, how you voice those has a lot to do with the voice leading. So when I use that phrase, how we voice something, what I'm talking about is this: how we're stacking the root, third, and fifth of the chord, what gets doubled, that is called the voicing of it. The order of the notes. And that's what we're going to be working with. Okay, so that's what doubling is and how it works. It's something that you have to pay attention to because it's going to affect the sound of it kind of a lot in this style. So let's jump to a new video and let's look at an example song.